All right, we're back. And let's go to WCW. Six-time World Heavyweight Champion for the WWF/WWE. The World Tag Team title with Edge, which was an interesting tag team, especially with Edge being Hogan's, or Hogan being Edge's idol, rather. And to have them be the tag champions was a moment for sure. Six-time WWF champion, or World Heavyweight Champion. It's the WWE Championship, so still. Excuse me. Royal Rumble winner, 1990, 1991. Of course, the Hall of Fame 2005, but out of an asterisk, being reinstated as of yesterday. Would be 2018. So, technically a two-time Hall of Famer, but, people won't look at it that way. For the Wrestler Observer newsletter, the best babyface from 1982 to 1991. The best box office draw in 1997 with Hollywood Hogan. The best gimmick in 1996 as the third man in the New World Order. The Feud of the Year 86 with Paul Orndorff. Most charismatic from 85 to 87 and 89 to 91. Most embarrassing wrestler, which honestly makes sense, in 1995, 96, 99, and 2000. Most obnoxious, which is obvious, 94 and 95. Most overrated, kinda, from 85 to 87 and 94 to 98. Most unimproved, which is true, 94 and 95. Reader's least favorite wrestler, which makes sense with the years. 85, 86, 91, 94 to 99. Worst feud of the year, 91 was Sergeant Slaughter. Of course, that being the Iraqi sympathizer, the war in Kuwait, which had WrestleMania 7 go from the LA Memorial Coliseum to a different arena because of bomb threats. So, of course, with bomb threats, you put it in the same fucking city. That makes sense. But it was due to low attendance records because obviously you're pushing a war which was Desert Storm in Kuwait, which was fucking horrible. I mean, the gimmick for Slaughter was incredible, but in hindsight, it wasn't the best thing. Including a thing a couple years later, which we'll get to later on. Worst feud of the year in 95 against the Dungeon of Doom, which included the White Castle of Fear. The most ridiculous match, which had Swede Hansen become the final solution. I am not making this shit up. As the final fucking solution. That's almost as worse saying the fucking N-word. Which he did. Not Hogan, not Hansen, but Jesus. That was fucking horrible. Even for WCW standards. Worst feud of the year, 98 against The Warrior, which was the match at Halloween Havoc, which had the, I guess we can say the botched flash paper, or the malfunctioning flash paper. I mean, he takes a fucking minute to do this thing. Watch it again, it's fucking ridiculous. Worst feud of the year in 2000 against Billy Kidman, which actually was a decent feud, but oh well. Worst on interviews in 95, which if you saw a Hogan interview, if he was not on coke, it was not a Hogan interview. Worst wrestler in 1997. Worst match of the year, Mania 3 Andre. I mean, to be fair, Andre wasn't able to move around a lot that time, but that's interesting. But yeah. Worst match of the year in 1996 with Randy Savage, which was, of course, the White Castle of Fear, or Tower of Doom, or whatever the fuck it was. And, by the way, it was against Arn Anderson, Meng, the Barbarian, Ric Flair, Kevin Sullivan, Z Gangsta, which was fucking Debo, and Swede Hansen was, of course, the ultimate solution, not the final solution. They changed it because obviously being named the final solution was fucking horrible. Worst match of the year with Roddy Piper at Super Bowl 7, or 8, excuse me, which of course, Piper having a hip implant, having a hip replacement, was not going to be WrestleMania 1 caliber Hogan Piper, obviously. Worst work match of the year at 98, with Warrior at Halloween Havoc, again, fucking flash paper. And finally, the Wrestler Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame, Class of 1996. And when you think of this guy, of course, we cannot forgive what he said. Saying that word is unacceptable. But if you are an immortal and you wait 3 years, you can drop that leg, brother, on that fucking racism, and all will be well, apparently. So, yeah. And by the way, I don't know if they'll have a Reinstatement Hall of Fame ceremony at SummerSlam. This is just to have fun with the fucking thing that's going on in the news today. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, but at the same time, at one time, without Hogan, there would not be WWE. So, he does deserve it, and like it or not, he's back in. So if you don't like it, eat shit.